not to like about the purple team?
Hi, I'm Laura, and I'm here tonight with Smita, Sebastian, and Emily. We are excited to introduce Linx, an innovative device that secures wheelchair users' feet to their footplate but releases them in the event of a fall. What do you notice about this image? While it may look like a quaint Boston sidewalk, for wheelchair users, those bumps and cracks are literal pain. They cause their feet to slide off their footplate and in some cases result in falls, bruises, and even broken bones. Chronic, unsupported feet can also result in permanent tendon damage. Existing products, such as foot straps, completely tie down users' feet, which can cause pressure sores, potential fall injuries, and general discomfort. These are the reasons why we developed Linx. To show you what it's like without our product, we have invited Eric, an active manual wheelchair user, to the stage. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Laura.
How's it going?
Good.
Would you mind going over the sidewalk for us?
I will definitely give it a try.
As Eric goes over this road without Linx, notice how his feet shift due to the uneven terrain. Eric, how did that feel?
I find it pretty annoying when my feet just pop off like that and I have to keep putting them back in.
This issue is not exclusive to Eric. With over 110 surveys and 20 user interviews, we found that 4 out of 5 users want a releasable product that safely secures their feet to their footplate. Now, I'll pass it off to Smita to tell you a little bit more about what this is.
Linx contains 2 major parts, the ankle rest and the anklet. The ankle rest is attached to the wheelchair frame behind the footplate, while the anklets are worn by the user. Here we can see Eric putting on the anklet. He normally would do this as part of his morning routine. Eric, how's it going?
It's good. I'm just securing it with the Velcro here and making sure it is in position.
Awesome. So once he has the anklets on, he'll put his legs down and shift it back until he hears a click. This indicates that his feet are properly secured to the ankle rest. All right, let's try that unfriendly road again.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
This time, Eric's feet are safely secured thanks to our product, Linx. Eric, how did it feel this time around?
It's much better. My feet hold, and I like that a lot better.
Well, that's exactly what we like to hear. Thank you so much, Eric.
Sure thing.
In addition to having the foot stay on the footplate, Linx ensures that if a user were to fall, there would actually be a release safety measure to prevent further injury. You can see it here with our video with our trusty teammate, Vlad. Here's our test mannequin, Vlad. Vlad is about to hit a rough spot. Notice that as he falls forward, his ankles detach from our product, Linx. But after talking to more than 20 users and 8 physicians, we found that there were other important considerations. We found that based on our target user, we had to design for a standard single footplate wheelchair, understanding that our wheelchair users viewed their wheelchairs as not just extensions of their physical bodies, but also as extensions of their personas. We designed Linx to be intuitive and easy to use, so it wouldn't change how someone like Eric would normally use his wheelchair. Additionally, for the anklets, we made sure that they were stylish and comfortable, so that users would want to wear them, but it would still prevent abrasions and pressure sores. We saw that people valued discretion, so we made sure that the profile of Linx matched the aesthetic of the wheelchair, making it not super obvious if you were to just look at it on its own. Overall, we integrated these together to ensure the safety and security of our users while still providing them the confidence that their feet would not fall off of the footplate unless they fall. Now, I'll pass it off to Seb to talk a little bit about how Linx works.
Thanks, Mita. To start, as a one-time attachment, the user installs Linx using low-profile aluminum clamps, similar to those found on bikes and wheelchairs. Linx has an easily detachable ankle rest that is made out of polypropylene, and it sits inside the clamps. This lightweight design allows us to keep our product's weight below 1.5 pounds, and it maintains aesthetics by resembling other wheelchair accessories. Now, let's talk magnets, the most attractive part of Linx. These magnets sit inside of the ankle rest, and it helps the user both locate and secure their ankles to the ankle rest and the wheelchair. The anklet is designed with a Velcro band, and it has a thin steel face that is backed by foam to ensure a comfortable and safe user experience. When the steel face approaches the magnet, it'll click to the magnets. This enables users to know when Linx is engaged and ready to go. The strength of the magnet adds only about 10 pounds of force required for the user to remove their legs from the wheelchair. Linx ankle rest will come in 3 different sizes to fit the 3 standard wheelchair widths. The anklet will also come in different sizes, but also come with additional personalization, such as different colors, patterns, and looks to fit the user style preferences. Now, I'll hand things off to Emily to talk about how we will bring Linx to market.
Thanks, Deb. Wheelchair accessories are typically sold through a distributor, so we will follow this proven model to bring Linx to our users. We will partner with a contract manufacturer to produce Linx and then sell through a distributor to medical device retailers. Our costs will include labor, manufacturing, sales and marketing, and additional overhead costs. Current products in the market are overpriced. Basic Velcro straps cost more than $100. Linx will be sold for only $99. To bring Linx to our users, we will first pilot in the local New England area. This region has an estimated 180,000 wheelchair users. In our first year, we expect a market penetration of 5%, bringing us to gross profits of $95,000. This means we will be cash flow positive in year 1. By year 5, we hope to double our reach and increase our annual profit to $730,000. Our goal after that is to increase our reach to the entire market in the United States of 3 million wheelchair users. As the first self-releasing, foot-securing wheelchair device in the market, Linx gives wheelchair users full independence and confidence. Linx is more than a piece of hardware. It is peace of mind. Thank you.
Congratulations, Purple Team. I was holding on to your every word. Not a single rough patch. Such a gripping presentation. I stayed in place, magnetized by your product. I'm so glad how it worked out. That's enough bumps in the road on our way to Q&A. We need to keep our foot on the pedal. Let's link up with Purple Team. Maddie from Puerto Rico asks, what type of magnets are used and how did you select the amount of magnetic force needed?
Hi everyone, I'm Bella and I'll be the moderator for Q&A for Purple Team today. Thank you so much, Maddie, for your question. Anupama, will you take this one for us?
Yeah, to answer the second part of your question, we basically determine the strength of the magnets by conducting some tests to determine what the typical force that someone would experience while going over bumps in the road. So we found that to be about a max of 40 newtons. So we designed our magnets to have a strength of 50 to 60 newtons, which is also well below the threshold of the force experienced while falling out of a wheelchair. And the type of magnets we used were neodymium magnets. Thank you.
From Michigan, Joshin asks, how long do you expect this product to last before another one needs to be purchased?
Thank you for your question. Sandra, will you answer this one for us?
Of course. Thanks, Bella. So we designed Linx to be very, very durable, and we expect the life of Linx to be around 5 years, which is the typical lifespan of a wheelchair. If there anything to fail first, it would be the Velcro on the anklets due to normal wear and tear.
Thank you. SM asks, how did you decide whether to put the magnets on the wheelchair versus the anklets?
Thank you, SM, for your question. That's a really good one. Laura, will you take this one for us? Yes, I can. Thank you for that question. So we ultimately decided to put the magnet on the ankle rest itself so that it would come into contact with metal objects less frequently. The anklet is something that the user would put on in the morning ideally and keep it on the entire day. And if they choose to transfer from their wheelchair to their car, we didn't want anything sticking to that. For example, their legs sticking to the car itself, which is why we chose to go with it going on to the ankle rest itself and not the anklet.
Thank you. Hussein from Virginia questions, can't someone just tie a rope to the wheelchair?
Thanks, Hussein. That's a good question. Smita, will you address this one for us?
Yeah, thank you so much, Bella. So we actually did extensive user testing and did about 40 hours of talking to users who would use this product and seeing what they liked. And we found that one of the important considerations was discreetness. So putting a rope around the wheelchair was something that a lot of users felt like would make them look like they were constrained, which is something that we did not want to have in our product. So we made sure to make something that would fit the aesthetic of the wheelchair instead and wouldn't be extremely obvious when you first looked at it to help provide that sense of individualism. Also, if you were tied to the wheelchair and there was no release mechanism, if you were to fall forward, the wheelchair would be pinned to you, which leads to a lot of safety concerns.
Garrett, Kevin, and Margaret ask, will this fit all wheelchair sizes and shapes?
A very good question. Salem, will you take this one for us?
Yeah, of course. It's a great question. So initially, we want to design our product to specifically fit the Tylite wheelchair because that's one of the most popular brands of manual wheelchairs. And it comes in 3 initial sizes, as mentioned during the presentation. But we hope to look into eventually expanding the amount of wheelchairs it can fit onto.
Thank you, Purple. It's time to roll along. It's time to go out and let go with the Purple team.